Okay, let's do this. I crashed my drone and it fell in a lake. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Thank you so much for all the support. And if you don't know me, if you're new here, my name is Milo. I do travel and lifestyle vlogs. I'm based in Miami. And although I might not look like it or even sound like it, I am extremely happy that you're here, that you decided to watch this video. But the reason why I look like this and I sound like this is because about 3 weeks ago, I crashed my drone and it fell in a lake. If you guys have seen my videos before, you guys know that I tried to incorporate those drone images as much as I can, where I think they fit well into the story or into the video that I'm sharing with you guys on my YouTube channel. It's sad. It's aggravating, and I feel disappointed at myself. Sad because as many of you know, the drone was a gift from my girlfriend. It was such an awesome moment. I didn't think I would just lose it in such a stupid way. And you know what? Let me just show you guys what happened. So here it is. Okay guys, welcome to the Palms at Town and Country Shopping Center, and as you guys can see, this is where I had the accident with the drone. It's actually not that far away from here. It's just right there. That's where it crashed. Long story short, I had some family over from Colombia for the holidays. In case you missed my previous video, I'll link it up here or in the description box below as well, so you can watch it after watching this video. I was with my brother-in-law and I told him, hey dude, you know what, we still got a couple of hours until your sister, also known as Daniela, gets out of work so we can hang out. Why don't we just fly the drone, grab something to eat or drink, and we'll just, you know, talk smack for a couple of hours. So we decided to come here. We bought some ice cream or whatever, some shakes, and honestly I thought it was gonna be a pretty good time to bond with him, you know, and it was. We had a lot of fun. I taught him how to fly the drone. We were taking pictures, doing some videos, which I'm gonna show you guys right now, or you should be seeing them now. And we were about to leave. We were pretty much done. We were gonna go home until I had an idea, and that idea was for him to walk over the bridge you see over there, and as he's walking over, I wanted to fly the drone underneath the bridge and, you know, capture that video, obviously edit it and publish it on my Instagram reels and whatnot. And we did it. As you guys can see, I flew the drone under the bridge successfully without a problem, and on my way back, the idea was to fly it back again underneath the bridge, but I said, you know what, let's not do that because I'm not gonna be able to see the drone at all times. So I just decided to fly it over him, but I decided to keep him in the frame. So what I did is I tilted the drone's camera a little bit down and flew over the bridge. As I flew over the bridge, I completely forgot I had tilted the camera down a little bit. So when I was looking at the screen on my phone, all I saw was water. And right at that moment, I just panicked. I started freaking out because I thought I was gonna crash into the water. So luckily I stopped on time. I put my head up and I looked straight at the drone. So I noticed that the drone was right on top of the surface of the water. So I was like, okay, good. The only thing I have to do now is raise it up and bring it towards me. I don't know what was going on in my head. I guess I was thrilled and excited because I had gotten the shots that I wanted to. So in my head I was already thinking how I was going to edit them, but at the same time I was freaking out because I thought I was flying the drone into the water, into the lake, which luckily I didn't do at that time. All these thoughts and all these ideas and all this is going on in my head, and I just got confused. I don't know. I honestly don't know what happened, and I ended up confusing the control sticks, and instead of raising the drone up, I pushed it forward and it ended up crashing onto the wall and falling into the water, as you guys saw in the video. Luckily, my common sense didn't allow me to jump in the lake just because I didn't have a way to get out. The very next thing I did was I talked to a security guard who ended up getting me in contact with the property manager here. They told me to just come back the following day, that the maintenance team was gonna help me out looking for it and hopefully recovering the drone. I came back the following day with the maintenance team. We did everything we possibly could, but I just couldn't recover the drone. And the problem is that the lake is 50 feet deep, which is the same as 15 meters deep. I didn't even think the lake was that deep. I couldn't recover the aircraft. And in case you guys didn't know this, in order for the warranty to work, I need to send the actual aircraft to them so they can inspect it and so they can in fact check that it is damaged. They need to have the aircraft in order to assess the damages. So after I had no luck recovering the drone, I went back home and hopped on the website for DJI. So just so you guys know, the procedure basically is you go to their website, you look for the customer support, then you choose the option that suits your need. In this case is a repair, so you open up a repair with them, and it's done online. It's pretty much like an online chat that you have with one of their reps. I just told them what the situation was, what had happened. Then they told me to please confirm all my personal information, so like my name, phone number, email address, and the details of my DJI account. They also asked me to provide them with their serial number for the drone and 2 proofs of purchases. I sent them a picture of the receipt and a picture of the card for DJI Care Refresh with the barcode that I purchased. They also asked me to upload to their cloud all my flight records because they were going to take a look at my flight records to assess and to determine what had happened, if it had been my fault or that the drone just had a glitch and it crashed, which was not the case. I was straightforward with them. I told them that it had been pretty much my fault, that I had gotten confused and that I was unable to recover the aircraft under 50 feet of water, which is impossible. I mean, the only way to recover that is with some scuba diving gear, which I don't have. So the guy who took care of me was super nice at all times. Told me basically not to worry about anything, that they were gonna do their due diligence and inspect everything, all the records. They actually asked for the address of the place where the crash had happened, the time. He asked me pretty much for every single detail that you can possibly think of. At the end of the chat, he just told me that they were gonna get in contact with me after they assessed all the information and that I shouldn't worry about anything because there was something to be done. Following morning, I get an email from DJI And basically in the email it said that they had assessed all the information I provided them with, and that after their assessment they were able to determine that it was my fault. Therefore, if I didn't have the aircraft to send in, the best they could do was give me a 15% discount towards the purchase of the Mavic Mini again. They just asked me to confirm my personal information, to which I replied, all these details are correct, but please, before we move any further, I need to know how much is this going to cost me and whether or not the unit was a brand new unit or a refurbished unit. By the way, they only replaced the aircraft and the battery. A couple of days later, they reply back saying that they couldn't send me the quote or give me an estimate of how much this would cost me, just because that was handled by another department, that department was going to get in contact with me after I confirmed once again all my personal information, and that the units or the aircraft that they send out are either new or equivalent to new. Let's face it, that's just a nice way of saying we're just gonna give you a refurbished unit that should be working fine. About a week goes by and I get an email, hey, thank you for contacting us for all your time. Since this was your fault, we can only give you a 15% discount. It was very repetitive, and at the end they gave me the quote. So basically my quote came out to $287 to replace the drone with the 15% discount. Now here's where my disappointment and anger with the brand, with DJI, comes into play. Number one, it takes them forever to get back to you with any answer to any question that you may have in this process. It took them about 2 to 3 days for them to answer me, and just the quote alone took them about a week and a half for them to send it over to me, to my email. They're expensive products, high quality products, high-end products, and for them to take so long to write back to you, I didn't think it was good customer service at all. I do understand that right now times are a little bit hard on us. They probably have a lot of work and a lot of calls to attend to. The fact that I was doing this in the middle of the holidays didn't really help. Number two, just like I said, these products are expensive. I pretty much invested over $500, and $500 is a lot of money. The fact that they only recognize 15% out of 500 plus that I purchased from them, it's a little bit disappointing. I completely understand their policies and their procedures and their ways of doing things, and the fact that they need the actual aircraft, even though they asked for all my flight records, the addresses, they can access the coordinates of where the crash happened. It's not like I just BS my way through it, or anyone can just BS their way through it and get a brand new drone. It's not that simple. They have access to all my flight records. It's like they tell you that they'll replace the drone for you for a small cost, but they know that it's nearly impossible to recover a drone in most of the cases. I don't think it's fair that they only recognize 15% of the value of the product. It's just where my unconformities with DJI and the brand come into play. Besides that, I mean, all their representatives, all the people that I have chatted with have been very polite, very professional, but obviously they haven't really provided me with any other solutions or any other alternatives but to either recover the drone one way or another, or simply accept the 15% discount. Yeah, that's pretty much the story of my drone. So if you guys have any suggestions, if you guys have any advice on whether or not I should take the 15% discount, if you guys want to tell me what you would have done in my place, would you have jumped in the water and rescued the drone immediately? let me know in the comments below. If you guys have enjoyed this video, this story time, hit the thumbs up. Remember, you guys haven't seen my best or my worst video yet, so subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you guys don't miss any of my videos. And with that, I'll see you guys hopefully in a much better note in the next video. Peace.